I love the Straw Hats, but Usopp is probably my least favorite Straw Hat, and maybe even my least favorite character overall. It has nothing to do with his capabilities, as Usopp, he's a pretty capable guy, but it has everything to do with his actions in Water 7. To be honest, I haven't viewed him the same since that incident, and it's not like I necessarily hated him or anything. That's just something that blindsided me, and it's not something I would have expected of Usopp, given he and Luffy's bond. Now, I do understand that Usopp was emotional about the going married and didn't want to part ways with it, but really no one wanted to.
It's so hard to accept, and what is Usopp gonna say when he hears about all of this?
I don't want to leave her. I love to marry.
I know, we all do, but her wounds are too deep. There's nothing we can do.
But it's like he couldn't see that, and instead of realizing that everyone was hurting, he disrespected his captain in front of everyone and basically challenged Luffy's authority, left the crew, and fought Luffy, his captain, and his friend over to go and marry, over a ship. Now I get that this ship has been down for the ride with them since the beginning. It's their first ship, they're gonna have attachments to it, but Usopp was really acting like this was a whole person.
See the Mary as one of our friends, got it? And I won't abandon her when she's hers!
Don't be stupid! Even if she is a friend, that doesn't mean she's a person!
I really wanted to sink in with everyone the gravity of Usopp's actions because he was really ready to sever ties with not only Luffy, but other members of the Straw Hats as well.
He found a place to stay, so at least he can get some rest. But do you know what he said to me? He said we aren't friends now, so I should leave him alone and go back to the...
If everyone continued to use the going merry anyway, their lives would have been at stake, especially the devil fruit users. I also find it kind of wild that Usopp would even do this to Luffy when Luffy and the others stormed Frankie's place on behalf of Usopp. Now all of a sudden you're ready to turn your back on those same crewmates and friends over such a trivial reason at that? Don't get me wrong, everyone is prone to mistakes, and I sincerely believe in second chances and redemption. But I just don't think Usopp has it in him. Unlike Nami, Robin, and Sanji, you know, the others that left the crew, Usopp was the only one who didn't have a good reason for doing what he did. He did not have a good reason for leaving the crew. Everyone else had a pretty good reason to do so, and it came from a good place. They were just trying to protect their own and wanted to protect the people dear to them. To me, that makes complete sense, and it's something I can sympathize with. Usopp didn't even feel remorse, while Sanji, who ended up fighting Luffy in Whole Cake Island, showed remorse immediately after he fought Luffy. I mean, come on, it's a reason Luffy didn't put up much of a fight against Sanji. Luffy knew Sanji's heart, and he knew Sanji's intent. This may sound crazy, but I just don't know where Usopp's heart is. And with this whole friendship theme and how tight Luffy is with everyone and how far he's willing to go with everyone, I don't think that fits well. I mean, if you think about it, One Piece for me is about friendship because Luffy has saved everyone, not only his own crewmates, but Luffy basically continues to save just about everyone across the globe basically at this point. So I just feel like within his own crew, friendship needs to be held to a higher standard, and I don't feel like Usopp meets that standard. Now, like I said, I do believe that characters can change and characters can redeem themselves, but I don't feel like I've seen that with Usopp. Especially when we go to Dressrosa, which should have been some form of redemption or a perfect opportunity for Usopp to show that he's not going to betray his comrades, to show that he's just going to stick around and, you know, have some kind of flashback or something about how he failed them there and he's never going to fail them again. But he dropped the ball here as well. As soon as Robin was turned into a toy, Usopp ran away. And I really don't think any other crewmate would have done that to Robin. Sure, he came back later and did what he had to do or whatever, but I feel like Usopp should be done with abandoning his crewmates, period. This point in, this far in, you should not still be abandoning your crewmates. Not without good reason. And it just kind of shocks me that some people dislike Sanji, dislike Nami, but really put Usopp on this pedestal after what he's done. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Am I being too harsh with Usopp? Do y'all not feel like it was that big of a deal? Do y'all sympathize with Usopp? I'm curious to hear what everyone has to say about this. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Sierra Nova is out.